Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to what's been happening around the AFC North, you know that the Steelers are always in the thick of things. But right now, there's a new move that has fans buzzing, and it could be a real game changer, at least in terms of adding some depth and potentially boosting their passing attack. That move involves Isaiah Hodgins, the former Giants wide receiver, who's now officially part of the Steelers family. It's a signing that might not seem earth-shattering at first glance, but when you look at the bigger picture, it's a savvy addition that could pay dividends down the line. After last week's heartbreaker at home against the Seahawks, where the Steelers' offense struggled to find its rhythm, it's clear that they need to respond quickly. The team's offense, which has been a mix of flashes and inconsistencies, is looking for fresh options, players who can step up and contribute immediately. Hodgins, at 26 years old, has shown flashes of potential in his career, and while he's not a superstar yet, he's a player with the kind of skill set that could help the Steelers in their quest to keep pace in a tough division. His ability to make contested catches and gain yards after the catch makes him an intriguing target, especially if the Steelers need someone to stretch the field and give quarterback Aaron Rodgers a reliable target. Hodgins was drafted by the Buffalo Bills back in 2022 in the 6th round, and although his time there was brief, he was waived. He made a notable impression with the New York Giants. In his short stint with the Giants, Hodgins proved he could produce when given the opportunity. Over 8 games in his rookie season, he caught 33 passes for 351 yards and scored 4 touchdowns. That's impressive for a rookie, especially one who wasn't a high draft pick. His ability to find the end zone and make plays downfield made him a player to watch. The following season, he still managed to contribute with 3 touchdowns and 230 yards on 21 catches, showing some consistency even if the numbers weren't as eye-popping. What makes Hodgins an appealing addition for the Steelers is his career yards total, over 600 yards, paired with a healthy 10.6 yards per catch average. That's a solid number for a receiver who's still developing. For a team like Pittsburgh, which has always prided itself on a balanced attack and strong defense, adding a receiver capable of big play potential could be exactly what they need to open up the offense and take some pressure off their star players. Now, it's worth mentioning that Hodgins was on the roster of the 49ers during training camp but didn't make the final cut. That's not uncommon in the NFL. Many players go through the roster cuts and find new homes later. The Steelers, recognizing a player with potential who can contribute right away, decided to bring him in. It's a move that makes sense given their current receiver situation. After trading for DK Metcalf, who is clearly the star of their receiving core, the team still has Calvin Austin III and Roman Wilson as their starters. Ben Skowronek and Scotty Miller are the backups, but the depth at receiver is limited. Hodgins, if he gets the chance, could quickly become a key piece, especially considering how thin the roster is beyond the starters. And let's be real, this signing also signals something about the Steelers' approach this season. They're not just going to rely on their defense and running game, they're going to try to make the passing attack more dynamic. With Aaron Rodgers now leading the offense, the team is looking to utilize his experience and talent. The addition of Hodgins gives them a new option, someone who can make plays on the outside and help keep defenses honest. Looking at the upcoming schedule, the Steelers are preparing for a big game in Week 3 against the Patriots. That game will be a critical test for both teams. The Steelers want to bounce back after their tough loss, and the Patriots are aiming for their second straight win to establish momentum. For Pittsburgh, having Hodgins available, whether on the active roster or as a key reserve, could be the difference-maker in a game that might come down to a few crucial plays. While the contract details haven't been officially released yet, the Steelers' front office clearly sees value in Hodgins' potential. Sometimes, it's not about the immediate impact, but about adding someone who can grow into a bigger role as the season progresses. Plus, with the way the NFL has become increasingly pass-oriented, having versatile receivers who can make contested catches and gain yards after the catch is invaluable. Hodgins fits that mold perfectly. And I want to take a moment here to remind you all, this is exactly the kind of move Steelers fans should be paying attention to. It might not be the headline-grabbing blockbuster, but these are the moves that can shape a team's season. The coaching staff and front office clearly see something in Hodgins, and if he adapts quickly and gets integrated into the offense, he could be a secret weapon down the stretch. The Steelers have been known for their resilience and ability to develop players, and Hodgins might just be the next gem that they unlock. Now, when we look at the broader picture, this signing also reflects how the Steelers are maintaining their competitive edge. Even with a tough loss to the Seahawks, they're not panicking. They're making strategic moves to strengthen their roster where it's needed most. The AFC North is no joke. Teams like the Ravens, Bengals, and even the Browns are all tough opponents. So, Pittsburgh needs to be sharp, versatile, and ready to adapt. Adding Hodgins is a step in that direction, giving them more weapons and options as they look to climb back into the playoff conversation. And for fans, this is exciting news. It shows that the Steelers are always looking for ways to improve, to find hidden gems, and to stay competitive at the highest level. Hodgins might not be a household name yet, but in Pittsburgh, he could very well become one as the season unfolds. Imagine him making a big catch in a crucial moment. Those are the kinds of plays that can turn a game around and energize the fanbase. As we get closer to the Patriots game, keep an eye on how Hodgins is integrated into the team. Will he get playing time from the start? Will he be a key target in critical situations? Those are questions only time will answer. But one thing is clear, Pittsburgh is serious about making sure their offense has enough firepower to not just compete, but to dominate when it counts. So Steelers fans, stay tuned, because this signing is just the beginning of what could be an exciting season. The team is making moves, showing resilience, and trying to put together a roster that can contend for another Super Bowl. And Hodgins, with his potential and hunger to prove himself, might just be the piece that helps unlock the next chapter in Pittsburgh's storied history. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. Whether it's roster moves, game analysis, or player updates, we're here to keep you in the loop. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's go Steelers.